had my son, and at the age of 2, he was, I don't like to say diagnosed because it makes it sound like it's a bad thing, but he was placed on the spectrum for autism. And that was really when it clicked for me.
What's up, you guys? It's your girl, Bianca B, and welcome to the Bianca B Show, where we talk about business, finances, and friendships. So today, I'm super excited. We have entrepreneur, artist, father. We have Jordan, founder of Brilliant Species, which is an amazing, not just a clothing line, but a brand in itself. And we're going to get into it. I'm super excited to have him on today. How are you?
What up, Bianca? I'm doing good. How you doing?
Good, good. So on this podcast, we talk about, once again, business, finances, and friendships. I think that those are the 3 key components to anything, in life. And your business is very interesting. It's not only a clothing brand, as I mentioned before, it's all about promoting accepting disabilities. And so I really, really want you to dive into, you started knowing that you wanted to be an entrepreneur at 17, which is pretty young. So kind of walk me through what are some business things that you learned and how you shifted Brilliant Species to what it is right now.
So yeah, I did have the idea of Brilliant Species at a young age, which I won't necessarily say that a lot of minority or any other ethnicities don't have ideas at a young age, because we all do. It's more along the lines of actually trying to initiate and then get it done. So as you see, I had the idea for Brilliant Species at a young age, but I wasn't able to initiate and then get that done at my young age because Brilliant Species literally just launched in 2021. So it's been for sure just life journey, and then whatever comes on the side, because I mean whatever you're going through in life is separate from what you're actually trying to get done for yourself.
Right, correct. And so going into the brand and overall is helping the disabilities community. Kind of tell us a little bit of the backstory, because I think the backstory is phenomenal.
Thank you, Bianca. Idea, always knew. So I always knew that I was different just because of the way that I reacted to things emotionally, just because the way I think, and just the way that I carry myself and move with other people. So I myself have ADHD, or what the new people are calling it is neurodivergent. So Brilliant Species was always something that I had in the back of my head, especially that this has been tatted on me. I don't know if you guys can see it. This has been tatted on me since I was 18 years old. And I didn't know what it was actually going to be until I had my son. And at the age of 2, he was, I don't like to say diagnosed because it makes it sound like it's a bad thing, but he was placed on the spectrum for autism. And that was really when it clicked for me. And it was just like, yo, your son is special just like you, not in the same context, but he is special. And at that point, I didn't even know I was going to make it a whole thing, which is basically because Brilliant Species actually encompasses all disabilities. So for myself having ADHD and then my son being on the spectrum, I didn't want to basically not include anybody, because I mean, feeling not included is something that it's not a good feeling. So I mean, I decided to make that the whole company for the whole disabilities community.
That's awesome. And so, going into the pandemic, because I met you through our mutual friend, Kirsten. And what's so interesting is that we all are like in the entertainment kind of industry, and we love entertainment, but we also love entrepreneurship. And so what I loved about your story was that you ended up leaving your job. You bet on yourself during the pandemic. A little bit after, you decided to, bet on yourself and chase your dreams and do entrepreneurship. Why did you decide to do that? And what advice would you give to people who are thinking about doing that?
For myself, you're right. It was a big leap. Yeah. I've always been based, I grew up in the church. So I've always been faith pushed, basically. Faith inspirationist is what I am sorry to go off note, I myself, I'm not trying to be a motivational speaker and none of that. My goal is to just be an inspirationist, which is someone who goes off of the spirit that dwells in you to push other people.
Exactly.
So that is what, the leap that I took though, ooh, it was hard. I'm not even gonna lie to you because, and it's still hard to this day because finances, when you're pushing your own company, woo! So for all those people who are out there, as and Bianca, because she I'm not gonna say she up there, but she knows what it's like as an entrepreneur and having her own business. But for all you other people that are out there that are starting your own business, don't be afraid to do it. For sure, dive right in. Of course, put that plan together because you need that plan and you don't want to just be going in there with no foundation. But for sure, dive right in and don't listen to those naysayers.
Yeah. And what are some things that you learned about business and what have you learned about finances with starting your company?
Of course. So me being on the neurodiverse side of things, I will say that I am a well-kept, organized person. But finances is a whole different thing for me. For one, I don't like math. And then keeping up with orders as they're reoccurring and then going into that information to make sure that you're setting aside what you should be setting aside for your business as well as for yourself, which everything really currently right now should be going right back into your business. Whatever money your business is making, you should be putting that right back into your business. Don't think that you could pocket that. But finances, make sure you stay up on top of it because taxes are no joke. For my side and finances with Brilliant Species, it's more along the lines of just making sure you track everything because you really want to keep track of where your money is going. Like I said, making sure that it's going right back into your business. And yeah, just keeping that the chain flowing the right way.
Yeah, exactly. And what Brilliant Species, kind of talk about your products and what you sell.
So currently right now we are a streetwear brand. Right now we have sweaters. People on the East Coast like to call them sweatshirts. But hoodies, I'm from LA, so hoodies, t-shirts, hats. We have socks currently, but we're looking to expand for sure. Not delving into anything along the lines of, well, certain things I would say that we would do cut and sew, but not too much. I really want to keep the brand itself not simple because nothing about Brilliant Species is simple. It's brilliant if you actually think about it. But most of our designs will be diversity based, inclusion based, just to let everybody know that you're included. Even if you don't have a disability, you're still a Brilliant Species just because of your circumstances of being placed on this earth with the journey that you have.
Yeah. And fatherhood is a huge portion of your life, and how has being a father been for you? And, what advice can you give to Black fathers out there and entrepreneur fathers to have that balance with your kid? Because you're very active in your child's life.
Gotcha. Thank you, Bianca. Thank you. Yeah, man. Shout out to all the fathers. Of course, shout out to all the mothers. We got May coming up. So it's gonna be Mother's Day, and then right after that we'll have Father's Day. But shout out to parenthood, period. Especially being a part of your child's life. It really means a lot. I myself was raised in a single parent household, which was by my mom, but I'm from South Central. My mom is from LA. So I just say point blank period. My mom stood on what she stood on. I had some big homies that was right there by me that just showed me the right ropes, not correctly, because if they would have been showing me the right ropes, they would have put me on a plan to have my money and my finances the right way for moving forward. But for fathers that are it's a journey. Especially for myself, which my son isn't normal, but he is normal. But for him, it is a journey because having a child on the spectrum, there is a minor to severe, but when you think about it, you just push all that out the way because love should be able to love and your support for your child should be able to overcome all that. My son isn't. I would say he is in the minor I don't know what the second stage would be for the spectrum, for autism spectrum, but he is his own little burst of energy. He is my twin. And it's super amazing to be on this journey with him. I let everybody already on the Brilliant Species page know, like, Brilliant Species isn't even my company. I got it started, but my son is going to take over Brilliant Species. Like, that's already the plan, especially because I feel like he'll be able, not the fact that I can't connect to, because I mean, you know, I go through what I went through, and I go through what I go through for myself, but he'll for sure be able to connect on a higher level for the disabilities community way more than I would be. So, especially because I'm just now living the life of a neurodivergent within the last couple of 3 years. It's a lot to bring to the table. It's a lot of knowledge and a lot that I still have to figure out for myself. But for him, you know, he's going to be living this for his whole life. So, I mean, he'll for sure, even if he doesn't want Brilliant Species, he'll for sure be able to be an advocate for himself and for other people like him.
You know, we talk about business, finances, and relationships. You know, building relationships are super important. And you're literally, when I tell you guys, he's always so happy, so energetic, so positive. Every time I've seen you, and just like, you're such a positive person. Have you always been that way, or is that something that you had to adjust to, or how would you describe that?
I've always had the bubbly energy. I've always been able, I won't say that I don't go through my stages of where I want to be alone, or I, you know, depression is real big now. You know, we all go through our depressed stages, which is I do as well. But anytime I come around people who have good energy, like hopefully you ain't coming around me and you're depressed. You get what I'm saying? If you in your you know, your little down part, take your time to assess yourself and stay in the house. Or, I mean, sometimes that's not good for everybody. So don't stay in the house. Don't listen to everything that I say. You know, I don't got all the right answers, but take the time to assess yourself. If you know that somebody else is the type of person that I go off of energies, which people say that they do nowadays. You get what I'm saying? But I am for sure an empathetic empath. So if anytime you come in near me and you, even if your day has been messed up just a little bit, I'll be able to tell, and then it'll not necessarily take me out of my energy, but I will want to see this has always been the way I carried myself. I will want to see what I can do to help to make your day better. And then some people, you know, you can't help people. You know, people just want to stay in that funk that they want to stay in. So, I mean, those type of people I try to stay away from as much as I can, because you can't be bringing my energy down.
What is next for Brilliant Species? What legacy do you want to leave with this brand?
Brilliant Species is a fashion brand right now, which it always will be a fashion brand, because that's something that I, in my livelihood, love. But like I said on there, I don't want to put a timestamp on it. In the future, I hope that Brilliant Species will be able to open up a headquarters, and different people, period, ethnicities, difficulties in your life, disabilities, because obviously that's what Brilliant Species is. Those people will be able to come to the headquarters and collaborate on different projects, as well as we will have, this is what my future envisions, we will have also people who work with Brilliant Species to be able to tap in and mentor you through whatever life situations you might be going through.
Well, I want to say thank you so much. I'm so grateful and so proud of you. The story is amazing of this company, from the name to the vision to the quality. I'm so proud of you. Where can people follow you at?
For myself, since you shouted me out as an artist, I am an artist. You can find me on my page, Jordan Marquise now. That's literally the regular way for Jordan. Marquise is probably a different way. You know, everybody spells that differently. So that would be Marquise, and then now. So Jordan Marquise now, and then Brilliant Species. Shout out to everybody out there, man. Continue to just keep pushing. You can make it. Don't let, like I said earlier, those naysayers get to you. The negative thoughts from yourself, as well as others, get to you. That will be Brilliant Species Co. And that is the regularly way spelled brilliant, as well as species, and then the last two letters in a period, CO period. Oh no, No period, just CO. So Brilliant Species Co. for company.
Hey, that's lit. Make sure you guys follow us on Instagram and Twitter at Bianca B Show. Also follow me at It's Bianca B. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, and share. It's your girl Bianca B. Bye, guys. Bianca B, Bianca B, Bianca B, Bianca B, Bianca B, Bianca B, Bianca B.